Hello, hi. Name is Audrey, and I'll be taking you through how to hive. So what I'll do is I'll start with the definition of what a hive is, how we've defined it as per the Neolab culture, and then I'll quickly go into the objectives, why we do hives. And from there, I will try to elaborate on who can hive and who can participate in a hive, how they can add value and be active members of a hive. And then I'll highlight the process before starting a hive, what you need to take account of, and also look into the different types of hives that are there. And I will end with the benefits that accrue from participating, from starting your, and generally being active in the hive scenario. So for the greater part of the hive history in Neolab, I've been the hive's queen. So I've been responsible for documenting and structuring, which really hasn't been much because we wanted for it to be community-based. And so you realize that the Neolab culture, as in this build, is more or less community-based. So hives can play a role in that community, and it becomes the conversation and interaction between community members. So by definition, so to speak, hives are groupings, temporary groupings that we have in Neolab. And they're done to reach an objective, which could be learning or for a particular activity or event. So the reason why we do hives, and I think what has been the backbone and inspiration for us, was looking at how masterminds used to interact, Google and Yahoo, and how they used to gain knowledge and experience that would otherwise take them longer to find on their own. And it was from interacting with another person, usually a like-minded individual, in the sense that they are driving towards more or less the same goals as you are, or they have the same interests as you do. So you would find that these masterminds would take time out of their schedules to discuss things, to share knowledge and experiences, and draw certain conclusions. And so this has been the inspiration. And because Neolab has been built on a community for a really long time now, the reason why we wanted for the community members to hive is because we realized that they in themselves had so much knowledge and experience that was unique to the individuals, but was also important to the next person. So originally the MX class in 2013 had a classroom-like situation in which one individual taught entrepreneurship. And that worked for like 20 people. And as time went on and we got new people into Neolab, they came in at different times and for different reasons, it became difficult for us to coordinate those classes. And so it even became difficult for a one teacher to be assigned to teach a certain topic or how to do a certain process. And so you'd find that that is part of what birthed hives. And so we got to a point where as people came in, they would interact with the peers in Neolab to learn simple processes like how to use the business model canvas, or how to engage with customers, or how to validate their product, and so forth. So the process is pretty simple. The first thing that you want to do if you want to start to hive is to think about what exactly is your objective for doing this hive. And run about that time, you would want to approach the hive's queen and explain that you want to do this hive, and she might help you to mold your objective and what to look into and how to structure it, or what you might expect out of it. And after that, you want to invite people to your hive, and you want to work with those people in scheduling. So you want to know where or when you're going to have this hive. After that, what is required is for everybody basically be there. So you honor your promise and you show up. And after that, you simply give a report to say, this is what we've done. And the report is aired for everybody to see somewhere on the web. So the different types of hives that we have, we've got once-off hives that are usually when one is seeking knowledge on something, or how can I explain this? When one is simply seeking knowledge on a certain subject. So you want information on something, and that is what you would do. You would ask somebody else. And so that is a once-off hive. For how-to sessions, we find that if it's more practical and hands-on, then whoever is involved in the hive wants to go and try to do things differently, and back and say, I tried and do things this way, and this is what I got. And everybody just have their experiences and sharing them and collaborating and coming to a certain conclusion. And then you find that for activities or events that require planning, it is also going to be crucial for you to meet before and after the event to discuss some of these things. So the benefits that accrue from having hives, I think the first one is that there's information assimilation from whoever has it to the next person. So it becomes apparent as well who's the go-to person for certain things. So you know that if you need help in web development, if you need help in business development, if you need help in people's skills and marketing, in maths or stuff, then you know the person that you can approach for that particular topic. Also, that we create a resource pool. So once the information is more or less perfect across the community or across the hivers, then we have so much people that know more or less the same as the person that knew originally, which means that we can ripple that and have more people learning from that experience or that knowledge that has been given the next. When people talk about certain issues, especially where it's connected with their startup or what they're building, it increases the accountability that is rested on that individual. So, you're going to have follow-up questions to ask how you've gone with something and how well it worked for you, and so on and so forth. This is pretty much it. So, last word would be always to keep in mind that whatever conversation and whatever people you have around you are the people that influence you greatly. And afraid to start your hive, it is as simple as how to put on red lipstick, what accessories to wear it with, or how to ask a girl out. And so it's not limited to just business things, because we are hoping that the community is not just going to grow businesses, but they're going to grow in person. So thank you for watching. Until next time.